What is up, YouTube? How's everybody out there doing today? So we're going to do a little mail time. We got something from somebody in, I don't even know, some guy named Glenn and Alaquapa, PA. I don't even know how to pronounce that shit. So I did already open it because, you know, I wanted to see what it was and stuff. But it is pretty cool. You guys are going to really like it. So it says, Andy, I've enclosed baby Leroy. If you could street tune him and get his dyno digits, that would be great. I've also included a pair of OSHA approved work gloves for Max that are more appropriate than those baby blue rubber ones he's using. He looks like a doctor in search of a prostate to exam. Your loyal fan, Glenn from, we'll just say from PA. So this guy did send me some really cool stuff. So in here first, I'll pull out Max's gloves. And we got some nice little gloves here that are made in China. We got some bows on them and stuff. Max, here you go, buddy.
I'm gonna put them on.
Are you gonna put them on? Are they gonna fit you, Max? Like, are they really gonna? Do you know how to open that thing? Do you want a razor blade or something? I think it opens up this way, buddy. There you go. Here we go. We're gonna test fit them. Make sure they work right.
Jeez. Wow.
Oh, you're losing bedazzles. You're losing bedazzles.
Oh gosh.
Here, you gotta come over here. People can't see you, man.
Y'all ready for this?
Y'all ready for this? Dun, 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 dun. Okay.
Put one
Ooh,
on
I'm gonna
too.
try one on too. Oh my god.
Wow, this is actually.
Dude, this actually. What the freak?
Fist bump.
Hold on. I'm not there yet.
Dude, the bow tie. That's actually quality.
Oh, this is awesome. My fingers fist bump. Yeah.
Deuces.
Deuces. Oh my god.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna pull out the next thing here. We'll put the box over here out of our way. This was pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. This guy, I don't know if you're a kid. I don't know if you're an adult, whatever. But this was pretty cool when I opened it up. And I guess this individual likes Legos or whatever. But we will be stationary this in the shop here. But he made this really cool, like Lego kind of. Oh, dude.
We have to dry him.
Dude, that's freaking awesome. We'll do it later, but that's cool. I didn't realize that did that, but he made this cool little Lego, a little dusty, but that's fine. Cool little Leroy Jr. Lego for me, which was pretty cool. So thank you very much for that. I'm very appreciative. And as usual, if you guys want to send me any mail time stuff, you can obviously send it right here to DFR PO Box 303, Leola, PA 17540. That information is always in the description as well, along with my t-shirts and my key tags. I will consider this a merch plug. Actually, I don't have any key tags on me. Max has a key tag. He has one of my key tags. Boom. Is it upside down?
No.
Okay, good. Last time I did it, it was upside down. So yeah, if you guys want key tags or t-shirts, I don't have these mechanic t-shirts that I'm wearing. I don't have those on the site on Teespring right now. I'm gonna make some, but I do have the old style t-shirts on there with the checkered flag in the middle. If you guys want to go buy that stuff, go support me there. Let's get to the show, guys. We got some very fun stuff to do today. All right, guys, we're gonna talk about Streetspeed717's. Hold on there, Maxwell House. We're gonna talk about Streetspeed717's Corvette, which is in this pile of mess back here. We got parts everywhere, tools everywhere, because we've been working our ass off on this one, along with obviously the 17ZL1, which we're working on, and the CTSV, which is just about done. That CTSV is very close to being done. We got to do the front end on that, but that'll be done here soon. We'll do more videos on that. But as you guys can see, we have Mike's Corvette here, and it is back together to a point where actually the cam's in, the pulleys are on. We got to torque the pulley down. We have plugs coming for. We don't use the plate for this. We actually have plugs from Faster Proms that we put in here. So we're waiting on those plugs to show up. We do need a few other little parts, which is no big deal. But Max here, Mr. Maxwell House, is getting ready to buff the block. Now, if you guys understand anything about like taking heads off of blocks, you have a lot of residue here on the end. And you got to clean all that stuff up, because basically you have to have a nice clean flat surface to put a new head gasket on, and also put a head on, which is we're replacing the these heads that he had on here with K-Tech heads from K-Tech. Very awesome guys over there. Go check them out. But Max here, what are you doing, buddy?
Another quality tool.
Oh, do you? As you know, we have this nice little air tool here, and I want to explain what this is for. But what we use to clean off all the material of the blocks on these motors, on the LSAs, the LS1s, the LT4s, whatever, is this little finger pad. If you guys can see how flexible that is. There we go. This one's kind of used. There's green and yellows. I think the greens, if I remember correctly, the greens are a little bit coarser, not coarser, but I guess a little bit harder than the yellow ones. The yellow ones are a little bit softer. But basically what Max is going to do here is these fingers are going to take off that material without messing up the block or without making the block uneven for the head, to sit on there properly and seal up properly. On all the cars that we do here, that's what we use for that. We even did it on Mike's last 16 that Mike had in here. We did the same thing on his 16. That's the only thing I really recommend using. On block. Are you going up?
Going down.
Okay, go down. I'll let you go down. Lifts a little loud, so I don't want to talk while he's letting the car down. But yeah, when you take heads off of any engine, I don't care if it's a 5.0, a 4-cylinder Honda, D16 Z6 motor. I don't care if it's a LT4 like one of these, an LSA. You always have to clean the blocks. And now the nice thing about the LT4s, especially a vehicle this new, is the block's already relatively clean. There's not a lot of material on the block because they use a multi-layer steel gasket from factory, as opposed to the older vehicles that used a composite gasket, which sucked, and they took a lot more work to clean off and stuff. So Max is going to get ahead and he's going to go ahead and do this. And one thing you want to do, you definitely want to make sure that when you do this, you plug all the holes with rags. That way any material that does come off of here, all this material here, doesn't get into the cylinder, into the cam area, into the motor in general, because that will end up messing something up really, really bad, and you don't want to have to deal with that noise. So, Maxwell House? Oh, wait a minute. We have to explain some things to some viewers that seem to have some doubts about you.
Oh, me?
Yeah, you.
The internet mechanics.
The internet mechanics. We have a ton of internet mechanics here that think they know everything. Kind of funny, I'm not going to lie. I read a couple comments on my channel and other people's channels that I hire kids to work for me. And I'm not going to lie to you guys. In the past, yes, I have hired some younger individuals that obviously didn't know what the hell they were doing. And that's why they're not here anymore. And Max here, yeah, he's 19. Max is 19, guys. He's a 19-year-old kid. He's not old. He's a young fucking dude. And I remember when I was 19, I was in the Marine Corps. But, he's 19. And Max, why don't...
Baby.
He's a little baby. Yeah, he is a little baby. But Max, how long have you been here, buddy? Obviously, you guys have seen him on the channel for a while now. So he's been here for... Close to a year now. So, Max, why don't you tell these internet mechanics, the internet mechanics, what your experience, your schooling is, and your certifications and all that fun stuff.
Well, I guess we could start out. I did 1 year of welding fabrication schooling, and then my second year I did automotive tech, mechanics, performance shit. So then after that I went to a different performance shop and worked, my ass off there. And things didn't work out there for my better half, you know what I mean? So I moved on, and now I'm here.
And what certifications do you have?
Well, I'm certified in welding and all that shit. I have my inspections license, which
we don't use that here.
We don't use that.
Do you have your emissions license as well?
I didn't.
You never got your emissions license. So you got your inspection license. You have certification in welding, TIG, stick,
yep.
MIG, all that fun shit. And you actually have a year of schooling, and you have prior experience at other performance shops as well. So that's like 5 fucking things right there.
And some summer jobs. I worked for shops that my uncle's own, actually. So.
Oh, okay, cool. And now you've been here for almost 8 months, a little bit over 8 months, and you've been doing great. Obviously, the work's been getting done. He's he's working on brand new C7 Corvettes, so breaking records, yeah, horsepower records, fucking track records, and other cars and stuff. I mean, I think we're doing a good job here. Mainly because of him. Obviously, you guys know that you probably don't see me doing a lot of the work because I'm usually answering the phones, talking to customers, dealing with the business side of things. Max is really the guy that is behind the work. He's the one that does all the installs and tear downs and cleaning and in and outs and stuff like that. And I try to help out as much as I can, but I am really, really busy. It's different when you go from working on cars yourself in a business and then you have to literally manage the business and run the business. And that's kind of the stage that I'm at right now. I'm literally managing my own business without working in my own business, which is kind of weird. I'll be honest with you, because I really do enjoy working on the cars, and I do work on the cars still every now and again when I got time. But the majority of my day is involved in literally returning 50 fucking phone calls and talking to people all day long about, number one, the cars that are sitting here waiting for work, the cars that are here getting work done, and the cars that are future, you know, the future cars that are coming into the shop that are also getting done. Which there's a lot of shit going on, and we have a lot of cars planned to come in. We're actually out. We're scheduled out to like almost the end of January now at this point with work. And somebody's calling me. Who's calling me? Louisiana is calling me. I'm not going to answer Louisiana because I'm talking to you guys, and I like you guys, so I'll leave Louisiana. Leave a message. I actually literally just got done going through all my 45 fucking voicemails for the day. My mailbox fills up at 45, and now they can start leaving messages again. Don't call me and leaving dumb messages. A lot of people just do hang-ups, and I hate that shit. You want to do a little rundown of what we're putting on the car? Because I think Mike did a little bit in his video, but I think it'd be good to tell people on my channel what we've done to the car here.
So far, we obviously ripped the heads off. As you guys can see, there's no heads on there.
That's what she said.
Obviously, there is meth already installed on the car. Lower pulley.
Lower pulley, 991 lower, and that is a brand new pulley. Yep. I actually bought the old pulley off of K-Tech, so I have his old 9.1 pulley here, but Mike ended up buying a brand new one before that happened. So if anybody needs a 9.1 pulley for a LT4, let me know. I have one. I'll sell it cheap. I don't really need it for anything. So
we put a cam in. The cam is in the car.
We have the limiter in the cam gear.
And then also we did. We're doing the lifter trays. We do replace the bolts for the cam gear itself. That is a stretch bolt, one-time use. So what else? We're going to do the plugs off, obviously, for the top. Installing K-Tech heads, dual valve springs, K-Tech valve covers, which are freaking badass.
You know what? We should show. Tell you what, guys, you want to see a badass valve cover? Max is going to get one of these valve covers out that K-Tech has sent Mike for his car. They literally match his paint color, which is freaking amazing. I'm actually thinking about maybe even talking to K-Tech about making a set of valve covers for DFR to be able to put on these LT4s. I don't know if it'll happen. Maybe it will, but it's going to be badass. But yeah, let's check these guys out, dude.
Here we have collar matched to the car, obviously. This is looks like you'll CNC'd, and then this.
Yeah, that's like an inlay almost. That's an inlay plate. It's freaking awesome.
They send you K-Tech. What are they? Spark plug wire covers.
Yep, the heat covers.
The heat covers.
They sent new spark plug wires for the car, and their MST spark plug wires. New valve cover gaskets. So it's a whole kit from K-Tech. I'm assuming that they have them for sale for the LT4, LT1 cars, the new Vets and stuff. I would definitely check them guys out if you're interested in a set of their valve covers. But we will be installing those as well on the car for Mike.
Putting the headers back on.
Yeah, we got to put the headers back on. We're also doing, when Max was talking about new lifters and new lifter trays, the reason why you have to do new lifters and new lifter trays on these cars is because they have AFM and DOD from the factory. So basically, the lifters that are in here stock have the spring for the DOD, so 4 cylinders shut down. When you put an aftermarket cam in here, if it's not a DOD compliant or AFM compliant cam, you have to switch those out for LS7 lifters, which we only use sealed power lifters here. The sealed power LS7 lifters are the only ones we use. We've had great luck with them through all the cars that we worked on, so that's the only ones we use. Factory LS2 lifter trays is what we put in here with those new lifters. And then we have basically a non-DOD, non-AFM setup with the plugs that we put in the top there eventually as well. Yeah, we'll be installing the thermal reduction plates.
It has an upper pulley already. We have one more surprise mod that is pretty big.
It's going to be a badass mod. It's going to be nice.
Stay tuned for that.
Yeah. So that'll be in a later video when we do that mod. Yeah. But other than that, we're going to let Max get to work here. Just figured you guys would enjoy a little mail time, a little explanation video of what we're doing to Mike's car here. This thing, I'm hoping, with the new mod that we're doing to the car, and I'm hoping that you know, with the setup that we're running on this car and the methanol, which is, if you remember, 16 did not have methanol. I'm hoping this thing will see 800 plus to the wheels, 800 plus torque to the wheels, horsepower and torque, with an automatic transmission on the dyno at Keith's pit stop. So
pump gas.
on pump gas, and I think E85. I think we're gonna run some E85 too. Maybe. I don't know. I've talked to Mike about it, but we are talking about running E85, and we are also gonna be running the meth on top of that. So this car is gonna be fucking badass, guys. So definitely subscribe to the channel if you haven't. If this is your first time here, you're gonna want to keep up with this build and obviously the other builds that we got going on. We are gonna do a video on the ZL1 very, very soon. We have a lot of stuff that's going on with this car, and I don't think I've really done a video on this 17 ZL1. But currently the motor is out of the car. Yes, the motor's out of the fucking car. And we are doing a shit ton of work to it. It's going to be nuts. It might even make more horsepower than Mike's car. I don't know yet, but that thing is going to be fucking crazy. And that customer has a whole bunch of other cars that we're going to be working on after this one's done. He's doing one car at a time. So that's going to be a badass car, and then the next one's going to be a badass car. It's going to be fucking amazing. Keep up with the videos by subscribing, as I said. Hit that notification bell right next to the red subscribe button there. Instagram, Diablo from the Racing. Facebook is also Diablo from the Racing.